everyone, welcome to lesson 5. You might have noticed since the last lesson that the series is really picking up and we are accelerating the difficulty very quickly. And today's lesson is no different, so let's get straight into it. We are going to start with our demi and grand pliés, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 2 demis, 1 grand, demi and straight, demi and straight, grand, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Same thing in second position, demi and straight, follow the hand, 6, 7, and 8. Instead of going to 5th, we are going to try out 4th position today. Demi and straight, demi and straight, demi all the way down, demi and straight. Then go to 5th position, demi and straight, grand, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we'll stretch forward for 4 counts, and then stretch back for 4 counts. Same thing, but to the side for 4, other way for 4, and then we'll take a plie sous balance here with arms in high 5th. You can let go of the bar when you are ready, and then we'll come back down. So you might have noticed that this plie combination looks a lot like all the other plie combinations we've been doing in the series. But this week we are going to be trying out 4th position. So before we get started, I just want to quickly talk about 4th position, what it looks like, and how we should execute it. Let's start with looking at the side view of 4th position and how wide that position should be. So let's say that this is your first position, your heels are together, you tendu side, you do your demi and your grand here, and then you tendu side again, and you ronde en front, and then you set that foot down to get into 4th position. For me, this is how large the distance is for 4th position. So if I were to turn in both of my feet, you can kind of see that I only have around 2 to 3 inches between my heel and my toe. When I first started out in ballet, I had one teacher tell me a size that she wanted me to use, and then another teacher would tell me a different size that she would want me to use for 4th position. And I did do both, and I did adjust my 4th position depending on what kind of teacher I had. If you're lucky enough to have an in-person ballet teacher, I would highly recommend you asking them how large your 4th position should be. They will probably have some kind of opinion on it, and you should trust, of course, your in-person ballet teacher. And the second thing I want to talk about is how crossed your 4th position should be. And again, this is going to depend on what kind of ballet teacher you have, but I will give you the basics. So let's start in first position. If I were to just step forward, I would have a very opened 4th position, and I can slowly cross it a little bit more. Now it's slightly crossed, and the most crossed it can get is when I have heel to toe alignment, almost like 5th position and just stepping forward. This is the most crossed a 4th position can be or should be, and the most uncrossed it can be is like an open 1st position. The open 4th position is going to be a little bit easier on your hips, and the more crossing you do, the harder it will be for you to maintain your turnout. Because pliés are one of the first things you do at the bar, your body probably is not warmed yet, and it's not really ready to do something as intense as a very cross 4th position. So I would highly recommend just playing around with a more open 4th, and eventually you can work on closing it. But for pliés, again, it's a warm-up exercise, so this is not really the appropriate time to push. We can push later. All right, that was a lot of talking. I hope you remember the combination. 2 demis, 1 grand, 1st position, 2nd position, 4th, and 5th position. Stretch forward, back, side to side, and sous balance. All right, let's get started. Let's get started in first position. 7 and 8. Demi, 1, and straighten again. Demi, and straight. Follow the hand all the way down. Press to 1st position and straighten. 2nd position, demi, and demi. Keep the heels on the ground. Let's switch to 4th. Demi and demi. Elongate the arms all the way down. Press and straighten. Move to 5th. Demi and straighten. And Ronde. Get ready to stretch, going forward. Relax the neck here as you go down. Come up, stretch up, then back. Come up, get ready to the bar, away, then to the bar. To the bar, then away. Let's plie, and then susu. Squeeze your legs together here. Relax your neck and your chin. Abs engaged. You can do this. And open the arms and plie. All right, everyone. So I'm going to begin the lecture of the day, which is squareness. So in ballet, a lot of teachers use the word square off your shoulders or square off your body or square off your hips. Just the basic concept is that imagine you have 2 points on your hips and 2 points on your shoulders. And if you were to connect all 4 points, you can make a rectangle or a square. So being squared off means that this rectangle or square shape of your body is facing one direction. So this is being squared. This is also squared because the 4 points in my body are facing one direction. But a way to not be squared is rotating your shoulders. So if I rotate, now if I try to connect the 4 points, they don't really make a nice square anymore. Same thing with your hips. You can rotate your hips. When you're in first position, it's pretty straightforward to be squared. Second position, also a little bit easy to be squared. Fourth position, very, very tough to stay squared with your hips. So you'll tendu front and you'll set that foot down. And you have to make sure that this front hip does not move forward like this. You have to make sure that you can still draw that square or rectangle shape on your body. Usually it means having this right hip back a little bit. So just be conscientious of that when you're going to fourth position. When you tendu and when you ronde jump, keep this hip still. Do not let your hip rotate and move along with your leg. You have to isolate the hip and just move the leg in your hip socket and then put weight on that foot. All right? So I hope that makes sense. In fourth position, I want you to think about staying squared with your hips because that's going to be the trickiest thing. Okay, let's move on to the left side now. Getting ready in first position. 6, 7, arms open. Demi and straight. Follow the hand and open. Grand. Knee side, large diamond here as you press to demi and then straighten. Second position. Demi. Again, knee side here. Move to fourth. Squared hips. All the way down. And fifth. Demi. Large diamond, knee side, press to demi and straighten. Let's stretch forward all the way down. Back. To the bar. Don't move the hips here. Legs straight. Squeeze your legs together. Good. Then plie to susu. Relax the shoulders. Light touch on the bar. Let go when you're ready. Quiet the ankles. Chin up. Open. Inhale and exhale as you plie. Great job, everyone. Now we are moving on to first position tendus, and we are going to explore that fourth position a little bit more. So we'll start with 5, 6, 7, arm side on 8. Tendu front, set your foot down, tendu, come back to first and front, close, first and front, close, first, to the side, set the foot down and come back, close, first, side, close, first, side, close, first, to the back, set the foot down and tendu, close, first, tendu back and first, tendu back, close, first, to the side, last time, and point, close, 2 tendus, side, and close. Now 2 tendus en croix with the arms, front and close, and front and close, side, close first, side, close first, to the back, and close, to the back, and close. Now side, close, side, close. We'll plie, force, arch, come up. Here, let's start with a balance in first position, and then after 8 counts of that, we'll float our arms up into high fifth if you want to. And then we'll open, plie, and come down from there. So before we get started, of course, I have some things to say. This exercise is really about exploring weight shifting between the 2 feet. Start in first position, you have your weight on both feet, and then when you tendu front, your weight is on your back leg. But when you set that foot down, you have to have your weight split 50-50. That's going to be the hard part. Most people are going to want to do something like 70% of weight on the back leg and 30%. But you want to be in the middle of your 2 legs, all right? It's 50-50. And then to tendu, you have to push using that foot. So your feet probably gonna cramp up from the pushing. Push, now 100%, 0%, and close. Tendu, and close. Tendu, and close. To the side. Weight on both legs. Be straight in the middle. The side especially looks funny if you do not set your weight down, because if you're here and you don't want to set your weight down, it's going to look like this. But you really want to shift. So you are going to actually have to let go of the bar to be between your 2 legs, but don't worry, because you'll push and you'll just come straight back to the bar. All right, and to the back, you tendu back, and to set your foot down, you will also have to let go of the bar, or you will have to move that arm back to go with your body, because your whole body is moving back to be 50-50. And even though this exercise might look pretty simple and straightforward, it is very, very complicated. And I have a lot of things to say about it, but I don't want to talk too much because otherwise you'll forget the combination. So let's just get straight into it. We're tenduing, setting the weight down, tenduing and coming back, 2 tendus, front side, back side, and then 2 tendus en croix with the arms. Plie, first arch, balance at the end. Let's get started. And 7 and 8. Tendu front, set the weight down, push, come back, stretch, and first, stretch, roll through your foot, and side, set it down, push, first, to the back, and back, square off your hips. Make sure that your hips are still pointing forward to the side. Set your foot down. Push, close, first, tendu. En croix to the front. Front. Arm side. Arm low, then in front of your nose. To the side. Deep plie here. Then force arch. All the way up. Really straighten those knees. Pull up on your legs. Don't lean back. Pull forward actually to balance. Open the arms and plie down. You're done. Well, before we go on to the second side, I just want us to practice that weight shift, because there is a little bit of detail, part of that I didn't really explain, that I will now. So when you tendu back. When you shift your weight, you have to shift toe, ball, and then sit down your heel. And when you push back, it's heel, ball, toe. All right? So you can't just go back like this. You have to work through that foot and work through that foot. The funny thing is that we shift our weight all the time, every day. It just becomes a little bit more awkward when we have to do it turned out and we actually have to focus on the technique of shifting the weight. But I promise you, you will get to a point where you're shifting weight turned out without really even having to think about it. It will just become second nature to you, just like how you feel when you walk, right? You don't really think about how to walk, you just do it because you've been doing it for so long. You will probably get to that point with ballet if you just keep consistently practicing. All right, let's go on to the other side. On the left side, let's focus again on rolling through your foot when you set your weight down and rolling back up to point. And 7 and 8. Point, roll through, push. And close, side, roll through, then push. To the side. Keep your hips quiet here. Elbow up and side roll through. Tendu and close. Tendu now on quad to the front. Front. Side. Remember, you're still pushing the ground as you tendu and push. Close and push. To the side. Last one. Now deep plie. Knees side. Really stretch over those feet and come up. Arms can go to high fifth whenever you're ready. Slight lift in the chin. Plie. Great job, everyone. So now we are going to do tendus from fifth position. We are using the same pattern and the same exercise that we did last lesson, but we are going to go twice as fast this week. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3. Switch, arm, close, back, close, front, close, back, switch, arms, and in, and in, and in. Switch, arms, other foot. 2, 3, reverse, and in, and in, and in. Switch, arms, and close, and close, and close. Switch, arms to the front. 2, 3, switch, arms, back leg, back leg, back leg. And then we'll stretch to the bar for 4 counts, all the way down, 5, 6, come up, 7, 8, to the bar for 4 counts, all the way back, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll just end there. Let's get started. Getting ready in fifth position with right foot front, arms will go high, and 8, close fifth, and fifth, and fifth, tendu side, close back, and front, and back, close, and fifth, now tendu front, in, reverse the whole thing, close back, 2, 3, now tendu side, close front, back, front, arms high, to the front of you, to the back of you. Let's stretch to the bar. All the way down, come up, reverse, roll back, and that's it. Great job, everyone. You might have noticed that the emphasis for the tendu, for this specific combination, is in. For our past combinations, they've really been out. So let me demonstrate what I mean. This combination, the focus is on the closing. So it's close fifth, close fifth, close fifth, and hold. Close fifth, close fifth, close fifth, and hold. So it's on the close. If you're having a hard time getting the pattern, I would highly recommend just doing this on quad, but just getting the rhythm of close and close and close and hold and close and close and close and hold. If you can get the rhythm, the pattern will come, but if you just get the pattern and you don't have the rhythm, it's just not gonna look right. So I'd rather you have the rhythm. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's go into the other side now. Getting ready in 5th position with left foot in front this time. 7 and 8, Tendu front. 3, now switch, and 1, 2, and 3, Tendu back. Now Tendu front, reverse, back, and 2, and 3, switch arms, close front, close back. 1, and 2, and 3, now Tendu back. Make sure the hips are squared even here. To the bar. Exhale as you stretch forward. Reverse this stretch. Roll all the way back. Keep the hips quiet here while you stretch. That's really good, everyone. Now we are moving on to Jetes from 5th position, and we are adding on a new movement called Pas de cheval, which is step of the horse. So let me just demonstrate the whole combination. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Coupe, extend, point, close, off the ground, close 5th, off the ground, close 5th, to the side, extend, point, close back, off the ground, close front, off the ground, close back, coupe, extend, touch the ground, close 5th, jete, and close, jete, and close, coupe, back, extend, point, close front, jete, close, jete, close. Same thing all over again. So we're going en croix, but 2 sets. 1 pas de cheval, 2 jetés. So you might have noticed that the pas de cheval doesn't really look like any movement that a horse will make, but I'm going to try my best to explain why it might look like a step of the horse. So if you do that coupe and extend, but you do it in a way where you flick your foot, flick and coupe and extend. So this motion, if you do it smooth, it does kind of look like a horse's movement. You really just have to use your imagination there. So to the side, same thing, that flick and extend. Pas de cheval and pas de cheval. So I hope that helps you to memorize the movement. We're doing 1 pas de cheval, 2 jetés, en croix, twice. Let's get started. This is a fast intro, so get ready to coupe. And 7 and 8, coupe, extend, point, close, jete, jete, coupe, extend, point, close back, jete, jete, coupe, extend, point, brush, and brush, en croix, close front, coupe front, jete, jete, still coupe front, jete, jete, coupe back, jete, this is a coupe back here, jete, and jete, that's it. So great job on the first side. I want to give just a little bit more detail on how you pick up that foot in coupe, because there's a very specific way to get there. So what we want to avoid doing is just picking up our foot flat and kind of pointing it. We really want to start initiating that pointed foot even though that foot is on the ground. So you're starting from 5th position, you're lifting that heel up just a little bit and then dragging that foot closer and then initiating that point just like that. But this whole time you want to make sure that the knee is really going sideways and staying turned out. And same thing to the back. You really want to make sure that you're doing that small lift and just licking the ground with the foot. And your knee stays side the whole time. You don't want to turn in, you want to stay turned out. All right, let's keep this in mind as we move on to our second side.
All right, you're prepared. 7 and 8, coupe. Heels forward, really point that foot. Close front, jete, jete. Pas de cheval to the front, 2 jetés. Pas de cheval to the side, jete close front, jete close back. Last one. And that's it. You're done.
Now it's time for ronde jambes. We are going to start in 5th position, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Tendu front, tendu back, tendu front, and back. 3, front, and front. Third one, then hold front. And lift the leg, ronde jambe. And 4, passe 5, and 6, set it to the back. Reverse, tendu back, tendu front, tendu back, hold front, and 3, back, and back, and back. Hold the 4th one. Extend the leg, bring it to the side, passe back, set it down, in front, in 5th. And then after that, we're gonna do our stretches. So we're gonna extend all the way down, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse the circle, back, and 2, and 3, and 4, all the way down, and 6, and 7, and 8. Then passe, balance on flat, hold it here, and then we'll just set it down in 5th. And you're done. All right, let's get started.
Getting ready, 5th position. 7 and 8. Tendu front, tendu back. Go through 1st position, go through 1st. Get ready, front and front, ronde jambe, and hold. Lift the leg, extend, shift the weight to the left side, passe front, put the leg down in 5th. Tendu back, tendu front, and back. Last one, ronde jambes, back, 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 and hold. Lift your leg, passe back, knee side here. Now stretch forward, all the way around. Take your time. Big inhale, then exhale. Keep the knees straight here. Passe front, knee side. Really pull up on your left leg and your left side body. Abs are tight. And that's it. Good job, everyone.
Before we move on to the next side, I just want to quickly talk about those brushes at the beginning. And I want to emphasize that we definitely need to go through 1st position. So tendu front or brush front, go through 1st, but there's no weight on this leg, and brush back. Go through 1st, don't put weight on it, and brush. And this is really what you're doing. Your hips will move a little bit, but you want to keep them quiet and make sure that you're squared off to the front. All right, let's move on to the next side.
Left foot in front in 5th position. And 7 and 8. Brush, go through 1st. Go through 1st, point back. Even here, you're going through 1st position as you're doing your ronde jambes. Lift, really pull up on that right leg. Shift your weight to the right as your leg goes side. Close and back. Let's tendu and tendu, and back, and front. Ronde, jambe. Lift that leg. Passe back, knee side. Even more side as you set that foot down. Let's stretch. Draw a big circle with your hands, really stretching away from your legs. Up. And let's passe. Lick the ground with your foot here as you come up to passe. Good. Pull up in your torso. Don't just sit in your hips. And that's it.
Now we are doing our frappes from 5th position, and we are going to learn what a double frappe is. Let me show you the combination. 5, 6, tendu 7, flex on 8, and front, and 2, and 3, and 4, to the side, and 2, and 3. This is 4, to the back, 4, 4, and 3, and 4, 2 doubles to the side, back and front and strike and hold and front and back and strike and hold. Reverse back, 2, 3, and 4, to the side, and 2, and 3. This is 4, to the front, and 2, and 3, and 4, and front, back, side, hold, back, front, side, hold. And then we'll end here in 5th position. For the doubles, let's say that you just did your 4 frappes front, 4 frappes side, you did your 4 frappes back. Your first flex is going to be flex, back, flex, front, frappe, and hold, reverse. Now change to the front, then to the back, and strike and hold. But if I were doing the reverse of this combination, which is 4 back, 4 side, and I just did 4 front, the first flex is going to be from the front, then back and strike and hold. Change directions, back, then front, and strike and hold. But for now, if you're still not sure of the direction, don't worry, I'll call it out. Let's get straight into it.
You're gonna do great. Tendu, flex, front. Front, 2, 3, 4, to the side, knee, side. Keep the hips stable here, to the back. Square off. Make sure your shoulders aren't twisted. Back, front, strike, and front, back, strike, reverse to the back. 2, 3, 4, and side. To the front, knee, side. Every time you come back, knee, side here. Front, back, strike, back, front, strike. And that's it, everyone.
Before we move on to the next side, I just want to clarify that double frappes can actually go multiple directions, not to side, but we're just learning the double to the side right now because I think that's a little bit more straightforward. But if you were to do doubles just all around, one each way, this is what it would look like. Back, front, strike front, flex, flex, strike side, front, back, strike back, back, front, strike side. So I don't want you to worry too much about the doubles in the other directions. We're just learning side for now. And I do want to throw out there that frappes are one of those things where every school and every teacher is going to have their own unique little special way of doing it. The way that we are learning it is flex, flex, and strike. Some schools don't even do flex for frappes. They do wrap and then they strike, and wrap and then strike. And sometimes they don't even do the different beatings and then strike. Sometimes they just do front, front, strike front, or they do back, back, strike back. I'm not gonna go more into that, but I just want you to know that different schools will do different things for frappes, and this is just the way we are learning it right now. I'm definitely considering teaching you all the different way of frapping and the wrap style of frapping, but I'm not sure if I will introduce it just yet, just because we only have a few more lessons left in the series and I only have so much time with you all. So I want to teach you what I think to be the most important thing for beginner ballets, and I just don't know if the different styles of frappes are one of those things I consider to be important. But I don't know, I'll consider it. Let me know if you're interested in learning the different styles of frappes. All right, that's enough talking. Let's go on to the next side.
Tendu and flex. Front, knee side, to the side. Really strike, strike, strike to the back. Strike, hold, strike, hold, strike, hold, strike, hold. Back, front, back, side. Check in with yourself. Is your right knee straight? Side, 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 and side. To the front. Front, back, strike, and back, front, strike.
We haven't done fondus in a while, so we are bringing it back in this lesson. Fondu means to melt, and we are gonna do 2 en croix. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Fondu, extend again, fondu, extend to the side, fondu, extend, back, extend, and fondu, extend back, fondu, 45 degrees to the side, again, and fondu, and extend. And then we'll point and we'll close, plie, sous, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Look in to the bar for 2, come back, look straight. Look away from the bar, come back and straight. And then we'll open, we'll plie in 5th position. I'll call it out, let's get started.
6 and 7, 8. Fondu to the front, coupe front, fondu side, coupe back, fondu side, coupe back, coupe front, side, let's close in 5th, and plie, sous. Our balance challenge is coming. Make sure you're squared off here, shoulders facing forward, hips facing forward. Now look into the bar, 2, come to the front and look away, then come back to the front, and that's it. Great job. That was a tough one.
So before we move on to the next side, I just want to go through the arms with you. So if we're only doing the arms for the fondus, we're going all the way down through 1st position and then opening arms to 2nd position, just like what we do in our demi plies. But now we're also throwing in the legs, and that could be a little bit confusing, but I want you to try your best to smooth it out. So when your legs are bent, your arm is down here, and when you're about to open your legs, your arm also opens. So that's the coordination. I don't want you to do this in pieces where you bend and then the arm comes down, and then you open your legs, and then you open your arm. I want you to try your best to coordinate the 2 things together and try your best to make it look as smooth as possible. No abrupt stops. Okay, let's go on to the next side.
Getting ready in 5th position, left foot in front, 6, Arms to first, arms to second. Plie. To the side, coupe back. And fondu in the back. Last time, to the side, coupe front and side. Let's plie and susu. Your legs are really crossed here. They look like one foot. Arms in front of belly button. Look into the bar. 4, 2. Then away from the bar. Come back. And that's it. That was a toughie. Good job, everyone.
Before we move on to Grand Battements, I want us to do a little bit of stretching so that's easier for us to get our legs high and the big beats. So we are going to start in a fourth position, and this is where squareness is very, very important. So instead of facing your bar like this, I want you to face it at a diagonal, like 45 degrees. And then you'll bring your right leg up and you'll face your right leg. This is a fourth position. And then you'll make sure that your hips are pointing forward in that diagonal, and so are your shoulders. And we'll stretch 5 and a 6, 7 and 8. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 5. Come up, 7 and 8. And plie 1 and 2. Slowly straighten. And 4. Elevate 5, 6, 7 and 8. Repeat 1 and 2. Stretch forward and hold and stay and stay. 7 and 8. Plie and 2. Straighten 3 and 4. Elevate 5 and 6. Let's adjust 7 and 8 to second position. I have to scoot in a little bit to the bar, and then I'm going to stretch to the leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come up 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come up 7, 8. Again. Here for 8. Coming up. Other side for 8. Coming up. At this point, we're out of music, but that's okay. We have one last challenge before we end this combination. We're going to try to lift this leg off the bar without any help. We're going to lift it, hold it, and slowly put it down. And you can take your own time to just lift, hold, point, and then close. If you're new to this, it's going to feel like you're trying so hard to lift your leg and it's impossible and your leg will never ever leave the bar, but one day it will. Even if your leg is not moving at all right now, I want you to attempt the lift anyways, because this is going to help us build strength in our legs to be able to actually lift our leg off the bar one day. All right, let's get started.
6 and 7, arms high. Bend forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slow come up. Plie. 4, 2. Straighten. 4, 2. Eleve. 4, 2. Lower down. 4, 2. Again, stretch forward. 2, 3. Really relax here. Need a nose if you can. 6. Come up. Plie. Straighten. Eleve. Lower. Let's move on to second position. Stretch to the leg. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. Keep your hips facing forward, no twisting. Again, to your leg. Ear to knee is the goal. Other way, last time. And then when you're ready, lift your leg off the bar slowly and lower it slowly while fully pointed. All right, great job, everyone.
Okay, so before we go on to the other side, let's remember to square off. So left leg on the bar, and make sure you're pointing that foot, facing that foot with your shoulders and your hips, and making sure the standing leg is turned out. So make sure you're not here, you're more here. I hope that makes sense. Let's get started.
Lie side for stretching. 7 and 8. Bend forward. Keep your standing leg straight here. No micro bends at all. Then bend. Straighten. Eleve. All the way up. Slowly lower. Inhale. Deep exhale. Relax here if you can. Plie. Rise. Second position to your leg. Keep your shoulders both facing forward. Other side. Keep the standing leg straight here. Last time. To your leg. If you smile, it's sometimes easier. Other side. You're done. Now let's slowly lift the leg off the bar. Make sure to really extend that leg long as you drop it down and close to first. Good job, everyone.
We are getting to the end of bar. Now it's time for Grand Battements. I'm going to be demonstrating on my left side. We're going to do a pretty straightforward combination so that we can get off the bar as fast as possible. 5, 6, 7, 8. Grand Battement, point, close. Grand Battement, point, close. En croix, point, close. And side, point, close. To the back and close. Grand Battement and close. To the side. Close, back to the side, close, front will plie, sous. Balance in fifth position with arms high if you're comfortable, and we'll look up past our elbow, and we'll come back down. All right, let's just get straight into it.
2 Grand Battement en croix. Let's get started. 7 and 8. Grand Battement and close. To the side. To the back. Last time to the side. Let's plie, sous. Make your ankle into one. Look past your elbow or your forearm, and then we'll come down. Great job.
The music for this Grand Battement is really, really fast, which means we don't have as much time as we used to have to get our legs really high. So I'd rather you be on time and have your leg a little lower than to be late in the music and have your legs be high. You know, my teacher used to tell me this all the time, that it's better to have things smaller and be on time than it is to have things larger and be late to the music. And, you know, as a young person, I didn't really believe that. To be honest, I just thought, you know, she's just saying that because she's supposed to say that because she's a teacher. But I've seen myself dance on video, and I remember watching myself once consistently just late at everything because I was just trying to make every movement a really big deal and taking my time on every single movement. But watching it on video was just so jarring, and seeing how bad it looked to be late made me realize that, yeah, I guess it is important to be on the music. So anyways, I hope that story was somewhat useful. Let's go on to the last side.
7 and 8, grand battement, grand battement, to the side, close front, to the back. Keep the rhythm, side and close, plie, sous. Make sure you're distributing your weight on your second and first toe. Look past your elbow or your forearm, and we'll open and plie.
This is our last combination at the bar, and it is a classic. We've been doing this since the Absolute Beginner series. It's our calf raises. I'm gonna be nice to you all today. We're doing a shortened version of what we usually do. So let me get straight into it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 eleves, up and down, and up and down. 8 of those. And then plie, releve for 8. And then one leg, starting at the right leg. Doesn't really matter if you don't want to do the right leg first, just do a leg first. We're gonna do 8 with straight legs, and then we're gonna do 8 with plie, releve, up and up and up. Let's pretend like I did 8. After that, go straight into the other leg. And we're gonna do 8 with straight legs, and then we're gonna do 8 with plie and up. All right, I will call it out.
This is the exercise that I'm so happy I have voiceover for. 7, 8, and 1, down, 2, down, 3, 4, 7, 8, plie up, and 2, 3, 4, keep going. 7, right leg, 1, 2, straight knees. 5, 6, 7, 8, now plie up, 2, 3, I know it hurts and burns, but you got this. Up, up, switch. 3, 4, 5, keep smiling, don't worry. Up, plie, plie, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woohoo! That's it. Great job, everyone. Stretch out your calves. Definitely don't skip this. Take some deep breaths and try your best to relax your muscles. They've been working quite hard today. Shake it out if you need to.
Hi everyone, welcome to center. Today we have some long combinations again, but before we get started with our first combination, I just want to introduce a new move right now, and we're going to practice it with no music, and then we're going to get a chance to use it in the formal combination. So let's get started with the new movement. It's called chasse, or to chase. Usually it's a jumping movement, but because we're practicing from home, I'm trying to avoid teaching jumps now because I'm a little worried that folks will be damaging their knees at home. So we're gonna learn the chasse that is still a chase, but not a jump. Let's just start in 5th position with right foot in front. And don't worry about the arms right now. I just want you to do some chasses. So I want you to just plie in 5th, glide forward, tendu back, close 5th. Again, plie, glide, now to the side, tendu left leg, close front. Plie, glide to the back, tendu left leg, close front. Plie, glide, tendu, and close. So some of you might have noticed that we were moving in a square or box shape. So we did a glide to the front, a glide to the side, back, and then side again. And the glides are really just chasses, or the chasing movement. So let's break down what happened. I'm gonna glide forward and you can watch me from the side perspective. So I'm gonna plie and I'm gonna chasse forward and then tendu back and close. Plie, chasse, and close. plie, and chasse, and close. So that's really all that's happening, and then we're getting fancy with it by moving in different directions. Let's actually start with the right leg in front, and let's do that boxed chasse so that we just get the movement in our body. This isn't really a formal combination yet, but I just want to give you a chance to just get a bunch of chasses in, all right? Left foot front, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie, chasse, tendu, right leg close, 5th. Plie, chasse, tendu, right leg close front. Plie, chasse, tendu, close front. Plie, chasse, tendu, close front. So that was just a little chasse practice. We are going to get a chance to do that in the actual tendu combination in the center. So let me show you what that actually is. We're gonna start in 5th position, and we're gonna do 2 tendus, 1 chasse. So 5, 6, 7, 8, tendu front, close, 5th, tendu front, close, 5th, plie, chasse, tendu, and close, tendu side, close, 5th, tendu side, close, 5th, plie, chasse, tendu, close front, tendu back, close, tendu back, close, plie, chasse, tendu, and close, tendu, and hold, grand, plie, all the way down, tendu, and let's close here, and then we'll actually just restart 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just gonna do this one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu and close. Tendu and close. Plie, chasse. Tendu and close. Still the right leg closed back. Right leg closed front. Plie, chasse. Tendu, close. Right leg back. Close. Right leg back. Close. Plie, chasse. Tendu, close now to grand plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reset. Now we can do the same thing, but with the left leg. 2 tendus and front and close. Plie, chasse forward. Tendu and close. Left leg closes back. Left leg closes front. Plie, chasse. Tendu, close, front, left leg back, and close, left leg back, and close, plie, chasse, tendu, and close, side, hold, then grand, plie, push, and close front, and we're here. It's okay if you're just like, I don't even know what's happening at this point. I used to be like that all the time in my ballet classes, but what I did was always just kept an eye on whoever I thought would know the combination, and then eventually I developed my own confidence and I started to recognize patterns, and that's when I was able to just do the combination on my own without constantly staring at someone. That confidence and just the instinctual knowing will come later. All right, let's get started.
Getting ready in 5th position, right foot front, 7 and 8. Front, close 5th. Front, close 5th. Plie, chasse forward. To the side, close back. Close front. Plie, chasse side. Tendu, close front. To the back. Close 5th. Tendu back. Plie, chasse back. To the side. Plie. Push. Again with the left foot front. Close and front, close. Point, close 5th to the side, close back, side. Plie, chasse side. Left foot tendus back. Plie, chasse back. To the side. Plie. Push. Right foot front.
So great job on trying out that tendu and chassé. We are actually going to do the same combination, but with jetés, okay? Your brain is probably going, how is that even possible? But let me show you very briefly. So starting again in fifth position, same pattern, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jete, close, fifth. Jete, close, fifth. Plie, chassé, jete in the back, point, close. Jete, close, fifth. Jete, close, fifth. Plie, chassé, jete, and close to the back, and close to the back, and close. Plie, chassé, back, jete, and close. And then we'll just do our normal tendu. We won't do a jete here. And then we'll do our grand plie, do our tendu, and close. So I'm gonna be nice on that grand plie in second. We won't have to do that in the jete version because it is a little bit hard to shift your weight there. And we'll do the same thing on the left side. So jete, close, fifth. Plie, chassé forward, jete back, close to the side, close to the side, close, plie, chassé side, jete, close to the back, close to the back, close, plie, chassé, front, close, and then our grand plie here, tendu, and close. This is our first combination of jetés, I believe, that we're doing in the center. And jetés are so tough to balance on, mainly because of that force in that brush. You have to figure out a nice in-between so that you can still brush and have that noise and be able to stretch the leg fully, but not brush so hard that you throw your whole entire weight backwards, right? What really helps is to pull up on the standing leg, pull up really tall, pull up on the side body, and then brush down. Don't think about brushing forward, because if you brush forward, your body will swing. If you think about brushing side, for example, your whole body will swing in the other side. So it's not about brushing forward or back or side. It's more about brushing into the ground and into the ground. That's a quick tip for anyone who's having trouble balancing. Let's just get straight into this. Same combination with jetés this time.
Right foot front, and 7 and 8. Jete forward, plie, chassé forward, jete back, side, close back, side, close front, plie, left leg, closes front, back, close, jete. Now just tendu. Nice plie here, push, close, fifth, left leg front, jete, plie, chassé, jete side, side, really brush into the ground, even on the chassés, brush into the ground. Even on the tendu, brush into the ground here. And push into the ground to get up and close fifth. That's it.
Now we are moving on to pirouettes. Last week we practiced quarter turns. This week we are going to do quarter and half turns. And hopefully next time we'll do full turns. Let me remind you of the combination we did last week. We're going to do something very similar, just a little bit longer. So 5, 6, 7, 8, tendu, side, plie, quarter turn, and close front. You're supposed to be in eleve, but since I'm doing in slow motion, I'm just going to do this on flat foot. Tendu, side, right leg, plie, front, right leg, passe, right leg, close, front. Tendu, plie, right arm in front of you, passe, eleve, and close, side, plie, front, last quarter turn, close front. And after doing 4 quarter turns, we're going to do 1 just passe straight, tendu, plie, and up, close fifth. No movement, just going up. And then now we're gonna do tendu, plie, and we're gonna do half a turn. Up, close fifth. Again, tendu, plie, and just go up. And fifth, tendu, plie, and then half, close fifth. So 4 quarters, 1 up, 1 half, 1 up, 1 half. All right.
Let's get straight into it. We're turning to the right, and the right leg is going up into passe. 7 and 8. Tendu side, plie, right leg. Tendu side, plie, quarter turn. Side, right hand is front. Side, plie, up. Side, now just go straight up, no turning. Up. Now half a turn. You can do it. Up. Just think light. Up and down. Now half a turn. Don't force it too much. It's just going straight up and down.
So before we move on to the left side, I just want to walk through it with you. Don't do it full out. Just know what leg and what direction you're turning into, all right? Starting in fifth position, left leg front, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu, plie, left leg up, and plie. Tendu, plie, turn to the left and down. Tendu, plie, turn to the left and down. Tendu, plie, left leg up, left leg front. Tendu, plie, go straight up and down. Tendu, plie, half a turn and down. Tendu, plie, up and down. Last half a turn. Tendu, plie, half a turn and down. And of course, you're going to do that in Eleve. I'm just half demoing that so you know what direction and what leg to be working with. All right, let's get started on the left side with our pirouette practice.
Left foot in front in fifth position. We're going to be turning counterclockwise. Tendu, plie, quarter turn. Plie, just straight up, don't fall back. Straight down, then straight up. Deep plie, up. No turning, just stay up here. Balance. Then half turn, up, plie. Again, just balance. Balance for as long as you can. And even though it's a turn, it's still a balance. Good job, everybody.
All right, it's time for our bows or our reverence. Let's just follow along. No formal combination here. Right foot front. 7, 8. Side, close back. Side, close front. Side, plie, tilt, and close. Tendu front, 2, bow to the leg, come up, plie fifth, su. Let's come down. Side, close back. Side, close front. Tendu, plie, tilt, close. Tendu front, 2, bow to the leg, plie, su. And that's it. Amazing job on class, everybody.